Hi, I'm Alex Doman, President and CEO of Advanced Brain Technologies. We founded ABT in 1998 as a neurotechnology company that develops products to help people to maximize their potential. Today's world, we're faced with many challenges. Challenges with our children's ability to keep up in their academics, challenges for adults to manage themselves in the workplace, and for all of us to deal with the stress given the many pressures in today's society. But we also have opportunities to maximize our brain performance and improve our brain health. That's why we created the Listening Program. It's a program to help people improve their listening, their learning, their communication abilities, to better self-regulate and manage their lives. We're very proud of what the Listening Program does and how it helps people to realize their greatest potential.
The Listening Program is a home-based therapeutic tool that families can use to help support auditory processing skills, phoneme discrimination skills, sensory processing, and a wide variety of disorders that can be an adjunct to any other type of therapies that they may be implementing.
The Listening Program is a way to stimulate a system so that we can take in information better, organize it, and we'll have a better output. We'll remember better, and we'll think and process better.
I think the Listening Program is a wellness tool that can be used to support an individual that has developmental delays, learning problems, people looking to support themselves with stress. A wellness tool.
The Listening Program instills classical music that is just beautifully mastered in the high definition process, and it allows for the ear to gain all of those spectral qualities.
It's different than any piece of classical music out there. The three-dimensional sound that you get in these headphones is totally, it's just unbelievable. You hear, it's like sitting in the middle of an orchestra pit and hearing, the violin coming from over here, and the piano coming from over here, and the cello from over here. And it's just a 360, completely unique experience.
So the science behind it, similar to when you're talking on a cell phone and a cell phone has a bad connection. A lot of times we are finding children and adults have processing disorders in which the information that they are receiving through their auditory system tends to be fragmented. They're missing bits and pieces of it. What the Listening Program does is it fine-tunes your auditory system.
When we look at the ear-brain connection and really understand the value of the auditory system, it's absolutely profound. The auditory system is a regulator for our other sensory systems. Our tactile, proprioceptive, and visual systems all integrate with the auditory system in the brainstem. So as we look at our overall function in our daily lives, the auditory system is the glue that helps hold our systems together.
I have a colleague that I work with that looks at EEGs, and in the population of children that I deal with, they especially have chaotic patterns in their EEGs, and as soon as the listening program is put in place, then the EEG waves organize. And so it's really fascinating. So not only is there a clinical improvement that we see as we go through the listening program, but there's immediate alteration in putting the brain back into an organized EEG pattern.
The Listening Program technology is based on current research to understand how sound affects the nervous system, which is a field of study called psychoacoustics. So the technologies that we use within the program are designed to take elements of music to enhance their natural attributes so that they have a particular effect on the brain and nervous system.
Individuals who can benefit from the listening program would include toddlers. I've used it as young as 18 months, 2 years of age, all the way up through adults.
I've been using the listening program for 6 years myself and 4 years with patients.
I would suggest that everybody could benefit from the program, no matter how intelligent or how switched on or how integrated you might feel you are. I believe that everyone can benefit from the listening program.
My recommendations would be to definitely implement the listening program because it would re-establish the ability to decode words, to process information, and to work on processing speed and the working memory outcome. The listening program would only enhance the executive functioning skills that your child would need to become a successful and a happy learner.
And I find that the listening program, because of its organization and the technical, high-quality product that it is, that is the one that I find myself recommending the most.
So this year we added the listening program, and in 3 to 4 weeks he jumped from second grade reading level to 7th grade reading level, and the only difference was that he had done the listening program.
One is because for a number of years I see the results day to day with children with a variety of challenges, with children who are normally developing, with adults. I hear so many stories of adults with brain injuries and people with strokes who improve through the use of the listening program.
There's a little girl named Isabella that I worked with. She came to us when she was 3. They moved from Connecticut and were told by 5 different professionals that she would never be able to learn. She would never be able to function in society because she had severe autism. But Isabella came to us, very, very low verbal, moderate to severe autism, and we began working diligently with her auditory processing system. She did occupational therapy, she did biomedical treatment, she did lots of different things within our clinic. But the one thing that really got her going was the listening program and the bone conduction. It gave her that opportunity for her brain to finally start processing normally and for her to start learning. She's doing well. She's taking karate. She's a cheerleader. She'll be in 3rd grade next year. She is our success story. But I think the most important thing too is we never gave up. We always had faith in her. We always believed in her. And if we believe in them, then the parents will believe too, and that, we can see an end to it. She has no therapy now. She really doesn't require any other remediation.
Zachary had a lot of sensory processing issues as a child and was a very poor sleeper. And the second night that I used it with Zachary, he started sleeping through the night. Right there I said, that's worth my money. Totally worth it.
My favorite thing is when you have the nature sounds and when you're doing the bone conduction. It just feels really, really good.
Tiffany was very non-responsive. She was very, I look at it now and I picture her as being in a bubble. She didn't really show any excitement. She didn't show anything. She was just kind of there. And we started the listening program, and when we started, she couldn't do things like this. She didn't communicate well with people. And our provider was getting ready to do the listening program, what's the word for it? The convention, and he wanted to show her case. And so he filmed her after 9 weeks, and people, I guess, actually accused him of using 2 different people because she had changed so much. Not only her dexterity and things, but her outward appearance, how she presented herself, how alive she was, where before she just wasn't. And we had permed her hair and cut it, and so she didn't look the same, but it was that dramatic of a change in 9 weeks. People just couldn't believe it.
So his experience with this has been amazing, and my experience watching him has been amazing because I often think he's 6 years old now. What 6-year-old do you know asks for classical music?
When we bring Nicole up for a nap and to go to bed at night, we put the listening program on, and she's very excited about it. She describes to me the nature sounds that she hears, the different animals. She's able to pick out some of the instruments, very much likes to dance to the music, enjoys it when we sit and read. She looks forward to it every night.
I've used it, and it helped me. I've had my husband doing it. He's in school for the military. He uses it. Actually, my whole family uses it. We've used it for my kids. So it's not an investment just in that one child, because the listening program doesn't just help vestibular nerve kids or autistic kids. It helps everyone.
First time I used TLP, my grades jumped. I jumped from a 3.0 average to a 4.0 average, just like that, right off the bat. Nothing changed except for using the listening program. Everybody in my family has used TLP. I have 3 brothers. The oldest one has Down syndrome. He's 23 now, and he used TLP. The first time that he went through the bone conduction cycle, there was an appreciable difference in the amount of language that he was using. I can't tell you the joy that it gave me the first time you heard him string a sentence together or ask me for something where he couldn't and never had the ability to communicate before. Again, nothing changed except for TLP with bone conduction. It's an amazing experience.
The listening program is a tool that you just can't leave home without. And so if I'm teaching phonics, they'll learn phonics better. If I'm teaching handwriting, they'll learn handwriting better. If I'm teaching reading and reading comprehension, they'll be accelerated in their learning process. It's just a tool you'll never want to be without once you've had it.
Fantastic. I think the thing that most impresses me is that children who come in to see me who are really anxious, the kids who are like deer caught in the headlights, become much more relaxed and start having fun in their life, something that you can tell was really a rare occurrence for them. And that's phenomenal.
The beautiful thing about meeting parents in this profession is the parents really do know their children. They're confused by everybody having something different to say and some people deciding ahead of time what won't work. But most parents know and never give up on their children.
Frustration can't even explain it. And the parents who are listening to this will understand because you hurt.
I think the biggest thing is no one has ever given them any hope. They many times have heard from pediatricians and other professionals that there's just nothing they can do.
We were right there being hesitant, making the investment, and was it going to be something that Nicole was going to enjoy doing? Was the listening program going to benefit her? It's hard when you see it on paper to see if it's really going to work, and it really has worked. Her progression in the last year has been amazing, and I think that the listening program has been a big part of that, and I would highly recommend it.
I believe in 150%. People pay thousands and thousands of dollars for other things. This isn't that much. I've seen it work for my daughter. I've seen it work for me. I have given other people the information. I have given other people my provider's name. They have gone and gotten it. They're seeing results. And you're willing to try anything, so why not try this?
And again, I go back to the fact that ABT is passionate about what they're doing. I don't think they ever forget about our kids. I don't think they ever forget that the human being, the human element is there, and that's why they're working so hard to help my kids.
So I know the power of this work, and I know how it can change lives.
The listening program works because I've seen my family change because of it.
I would tell them that they should try it because it helped me sleep and it helped me read better and do better in school. So it could be really good and helpful for them.
For an auditory integration therapy, I believe, and this is my belief, it's the best one out there.
It's just amazing, the power of this program. It's just amazing.
That you don't want to miss out on. It changes your life.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it as quickly as possible.
The listening program gave me a daughter I didn't know I could have.
I love the listening program.